Alrighty, and
Oh,
we're
we got a
back.
lava.
We are live, we are back. Okay,
Are we alive?
unfortunately.
Live. I don't know about you.
So, last session, pretty much the shit hit the fan. Let's see. You met
Surprised it took
with...
so long.
Boy, yeah, it did.
Surprised it took so long.
It was bound to happen one way or another, as they do. Uh, yeah, so Mordrin, your brother, came into your aid and was able to sort of slow things down. So the automata are not functioning well, or just straight up just shut down. All prior to a huge explosion that happened on the bottom floor. Um, Presumably also caused by something that may or may not be related to your brother. Before that, however, you were able to find and locate your dear friend Roland.
Yay.
Yep. And he was able to locate the Smith, which you guys were on your way to make towards before, all hell broke loose. The prison is on full alert. What functioning automata are scrambling to try and quell things, as the mercenaries you guys managed to free are also just wrecking havoc in the upper floors with their full equipment that you gave them back. And then in addition to that, well, it was your run-in with the warden herself.
That was fun.
Yeah, it was a fun little hallway fight against against a fighting mech with a friggin' spear and some guns attached to the wrist. In any case, she recognized, yeah, she recognized one of you guys, Yasha, but called him out by a different name.
Yeah.
This kind of put Yasha into a bit of a panic, and also put the warden in a bit of a weird spot as well. Less of a contained self and more of a bloodthirsty rampage as she tried to push past you guys. But that ended up costing her fight pretty badly, and she was forced to retreat. And with that, Roland was able to blow open the doors with his small collection of guns and rescue the Smith that you guys were looking for.
Yeah, we have her, so we can get the fuck out now.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep. Please, let us get the fuck out.
It is time you depart, but not without certain things. As you watch Roland climb out from the blown open door, a dwarven woman steps out, looking a bit how we say it looks like she's been working, doing a lot of like smith work, a bit of soot in her on her eyes and around her eyes and cheeks. Um, still adorning part of her like metallurgy, the apron, and even having one of her big gloves on hand. And she steps out and looks at all of you guys, and then kind of nods to Roland and says, "All right, this here's your group then." And she turns to you guys and says,
that would be correct.
"Good. Did you bring Star Silver?"
Why
Not
the
with
heck?
us.
Not on hand.
We can get it, but we do not have it with us right now. No.
She kind of gives a, okay, that's fine. I can work with this. Roland kind of sidesteps and is like, I'll explain more when we get out of here. With that, she doesn't even really hesitate, and you see her sort of start walking off towards the direction of that small staircase office. That
Alright.
yeah.
Or
But we
just
have
get out
we
of
have
here.
our hammer, by the way. Probably brought up
Yeah,
at
I
the
would've-
in the last
Yep.
I would have given it back to her. Yeah.
Yep. She takes that and with a thank you, but promptly starts walking towards the warden's office, essentially.
She's on a mission, so I guess we'll follow.
Yep. And of course, Roland's just like, "Where are you going?" And she's to which she responds with, "We can't leave until we've gotten one more thing. The warden has it."
Ah. Just one more thing, they always say.
Just one more thing.
There's one more thing.
Yep.
At least we've already hopefully handled the warden for now.
Back it up and do another round.
Yep. So
Alrighty.
I'm guessing you guys follow after.
Yep.
All right.
I get in the ocean and start swimming away, like I'm out of here.
Understandable. Have a great day.
Let's see what we get in the ensuing chaos. Okay. Despite the obvious of like dangers, the dwarf, who introduces herself promptly before walking off as Anaya Bronson, steps through and is kind of like almost muted to all the chaos happening around as there's prisoners breaking out of places and trying to get into fights with some of the ghosts operatives. And of course, ghost operatives jumping in response and fighting back in full force.
Those maybe elites, but you get 10 guys on them, and it's kind of hard to avoid.
Yeah. There's some of them are pretty good at some of them get caught up in a small crowd of angry prisoners and are promptly beaten up or just pinned down, while others are able to quickly jump away using their little ghost technique to zip out of danger before popping back out and blasting down prisoners.
We
You
didn't
still
do this, by the way.
nope.
Not our fault.
Nope, you did not. This was the work of the mercenaries. And
Yep.
you hear them
Not
going.
our fault. Not
You
our
hear.
problem.
You hear them. They're in the prison. You can distinctly hear the rampage of the each of the members as the loud crack of the rifleman's gun goes off pretty frequently.
Notwithstanding.
Yeah. You also
We had
can.
no hand in
Yeah.
None.
That was your one thing. We didn't do it, but you did let him out.
What they do is their prerogative.
Could be.
Oh yeah, I forgot to transition the thing. I'll show you Anaya Bronson. Because I actually
Hooray.
found a cool reference picture from Mythweavers. Where's my D&D? There we go. Bam. There she is. A nice little reference picture. More or less how she looks. So yeah, she pretty much is just kind of passing through, can't be bothered with, how obviously dangerous as it is, as she walks down a hallway, or, a little intersecting hallway, and a pair of ghosts just, storm right past her in an intersecting hallway, trying to not get, run over by, guards who have taken some of the automata's equipment.
They must be in dire straits. They're taking equipment off an automata.
Well, I mean, they're just robots standing around all over the place. I mean, the prisoners, they're taking the
Oh.
automata equipment.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
The ghosts all have guns and blades. The prisoners,
Here goes need automata weapons. Oh no, things
Yeah.
look really dumb dire.
nah, I mean, they're kind of carrying the same stuff. They've got guns as well, and they've also got swords on them. But yeah, so she's kind of walking past as there's like a scuffle, like, that almost, like, hit, she almost gets pulled into.
I ain't got no time for stuff.
Yeah. You'll have to try and, you can try and avoid this little fight as it's kind of in and out of the hallway. There's, like, literally 2 operatives and, like, eight prisoners with, like, various stuff.
We can at all not get involved. That would be nice.
Alrighty. Make, dexterity checks, then.
Well,
Acrobatics or dexterity?
Either or.
it doesn't change at all for me.
Alrighty. Let's see. So 17, 5, 12. Those,
Yeah.
oh boy.
It's like me and Trigger trying to get out of a crowd.
Mordrin, you're pretty cautious about slipping past. Yasha and Lamine, you're kind of caught up in the crossfire. And so they're gonna basically stray bullets are just gonna come across you guys. We'll just do
Aim it.
okay. You'll take 6 damage as you're trying to duck past and just blades and or not blades, but bullets and shrapnel like just whiz by you guys. And some kind of clip you on the way through.
The bullet. I deflect the bullet. Fuck it.
Yeah, does Roland get past this? Oh, nope, he gets shot too.
That's true. You can literally just be like, nah.
Oh, nice. You pretty much just slap the bullet away.
Gotta slap it away like you slap a jet with a missile.
Yep.
When I slap the bullet away, it hits the wall and it blows up in a terrible CGI explosion.
God. Hold on a sec. I just want to change the music a little bit. Here we go. No. I don't want lyrics. This one. There we go.
I heard that one song in that hit film, Morbius.
Ah, yes. No.
It's Morbin time.
God damn it.
No.
Alrighty. Cool. You were able to successfully duck out of the way for the most part of the other chaos that's just going around you, as you hear the thumping of the Vitten just charging around, beating the crap out of things in the rooms above you. As every now and again you hear or you almost feel a solid thunk as he is quite literally just pulverizing a wall open.
I'm sure he's having fun.
Yep.
Yeah, shit.
That man is a walk. He is the juggernaut. He's just running around, just slamming through walls and fighting whatever gets close.
From our experiences, that make a lot of sense.
I mean, this guy did chase you and ended up leveling an entire like complex trying to.
Exactly.
Man was.
These walls cannot stop me.
Yeah. Ha ha ha. These puny walls.
They can contain lesser men, but not me, Ulrich.
These walls couldn't even stop a rock from Yagluth.
God.
In any case, yeah. You're able to proceed through. The guards that were normally posted where that one entrance is to the upper stairs is now gone. As they're,
Understandable.
you know, they've gone to go and try and contain the chaos that's going on out there.
You can imagine just one guard, for whatever reason, did not hear about the chaos. You just find him.
Yep. In fact, the only thing that's there is a shut-down automata that's just kind of like barely standing at attention. That was kind of the last pose he was left in before he shut down.
So there's a guard in the break room just staring at the wall. He hears the chaos, but he's on lunch break. He's not dealing with it.
Fuck, man, me too.
Fuck, that'd be me.
Dude, you gotta help with this. Can't you see him on my lunch break?
I wouldn't even say anything. I just pretend I didn't hear it. Be like, oh. Oh, sorry, man. I got my earbuds on. Alright, yeah, I got like 20 more minutes. Don't bug me.
I'm good. Thanks for resting.
Yeah, I'm good. You want some coffee? I think they got some more coffee in the coffee machine.
My guy would be in mood.
Dude gets scared and just shrugs. I'm like, goes back to eating.
Yep. Anaya, of course, does not slow down as you see her promptly go up into the stairwell and climb on up. And I'm guessing you guys follow her up.
Yep.
As you reach the top, there's a small little, just a regular door. Just think one of those like old 50s wooden door with a nice little glass piece. That's they've got stuff on the glass you can't actually see, but it just lets light in. And it just says over the top, just Warden's office. And with the hammer, she promptly just smashes the handle off and just boots the door.
But that door was a famous classic.
Certainly no need for finesse.
Nope.
It was an artifact from the early years of Rostov. You're damaging history.
Exactly. She don't go fuck. In any case,
Turns around, swings hammer, destroys the face. That was
but yeah. In any case, she of course is just not stopping as she goes on in and starts tearing the office apart, looking for something. And with every unsuccessful turn of items around in this rather small but well-decorated room, it's just kind of imagine just a small little 10 by 10 room maybe, if that. It would be like an 8 by 10 room with a nice large oak dark colored oak desk. Behind the desk there's a cabinet with records and files and some little trinkets. The walls are adorned with medals, certificates, little bits of things of recognition and qualifications, as well as a sitting on a little bit of a mantle, a pair of katanas. They're ceremonial. And other such stuff. A small little desk lamp, very typical old style of I would almost say the little gold stand with a green little hood, little office desk is there. and there are files that are scattered all over the place, now caused by this rampaging dwarf smith. Yeah, she's rampaging through and pulling apart desks. No, files, not fire. Yeah, she's pulling shelves, and she's like, where the hell is it?
Do you like help?
You can help her, but she's very frustrated. She's like,
What are you looking for?
she promptly shouts, "An axe head!" And she holds up her hands. Shouldn't be bigger than this. Very chipped, very old looking.
Suppose that would be easy enough to
I
find.
can
Should we
see
actually see it?
If you lot are keeping our safeguarding Star Silver, you should be scrambling for this thing now. It's one. It's one of the toys that you and your associates at the Archmage's Tower should be looking for.
Okay, well, I guess we're gonna try to look for this thing then.
All right. Go ahead, make investigation. As you rummage the room.
I will assist Yasha, or he will assist me. One of those two, I think, would probably be ideal. Because we don't quite have the.
Please assist anyone but Yasha for this.
Does Yasha want to assist Lamine though?
Yes.
Okay. For both of us.
12.
My +1 ain't gonna do nobody favors.
Well, it is just enough, as you notice behind one of the certificates, which is kind of askew from Anaya's rampage. You notice that there's something behind it, and you push it to the side, and you notice that there's a wall safe. Unfortunately, it's opened, and there's nothing inside.
That's a problem.
Yep. And with that, Anaya, of course, sees this, and she's like, "Oh no, that rat has it!"
Rat.
The warden?
No. The warden had it. But I know there was another person in here who was looking for that axe.
You got a name, description, etiquette.
He was one of those annoying elven lads from back in Brosnov. I could tell just by the look of him. He's one of those treasure hunters. Absolute madman to come here and look for something like that. I overheard him when he was talking with some of his little conspirators. This whole ploy happened to be a big setup for him to nab that as well as you guys coming in. Go figure. It had ended up being on the same day.
Things can never be simple.
And I wish I wasn't proven right. Assuming it's him. Hoping it's not.
Something to figure out more once we get out of here, though, I think. There's nothing else that she release. I will be urging you, like, okay,
Nope.
we should get back to leaving now.
Roland jumps in with this and he's like, "Yeah, we need to get going. How do we get out of here, guys?"
Air balloon. No, I wish.
Balloon.
If only.
We have a Zeppelin outside.
Drive-by Zeppelin.
I
Yeah, they'll
suppose
never
we should-
catch us. We're moving at blistering speeds of about 5 miles per hour.
No. You're moving at 5 knots per hour. They do nautical miles.
They'll never catch us.
Yeah, you're out here in the ocean, of course.
I suppose we should go back to that hole.
The speed just allows us to float
Get out.
that much longer as we float away.
Get back to our rowboat.
Back to the boat. Alright. Let's see.
If it's even there, remember, she said she's gonna dip as soon as it gets lively. It looks pretty fucking lively.
Yeah, you're gonna have to find it in this fog too. Fog hasn't raised. Okay. Well, you start making your way back. Of course, ducking away from another fight, essentially. And are you making your way back towards like the little lift panel, or just through the stairwell? I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. It's all the same.
Probably just the stairs. I don't think we really need the lift.
Okay.
I don't know if it would be any faster than just going down the stairs. So.
All right. You make your way towards the stairs and descend back down into the storage area below. Down here, the chaos sounds a lot more muffled, and there's actually a lot quieter. However, as you make your way towards the back end, something is different. Boxes have been moved around. Crates have been pried apart and pulled open. And blocking your path is a strange-looking half-elf. This dude looks like serious trouble, too, as you see him standing kind of in the middle of this area among just pried open crates, and with what looks like a big metal box with wires sticking out that go around the room. He looks at you, and you're not able to really look at his face, as he's got this strange leather mask that's kind of covering over his mouth and nose, and a pair of very steampunk-looking goggles that cover his eyes in a dark red tint. A grisly-looking mace and a very bizarre-looking crossbow. It's more like a twin crossbow with a strange device strapped to the underside of it. Is slung to his back, and you see him kind of messing with whatever strange machinery is around, and he stops and turns to you, almost kind of like this is awkward kind of look.
I'm sure we look the same or similar.
Who the fuck is he?
It's difficult to really discern any features, but you are able to tell this man is a half-elf of some sort. There are burn marks on the parts of his face and body that you can see, and he looks like this dude looks like he's geared head to toe in some kind of like, I wouldn't say like a plate, more like I don't know, this dude looks more like a soldier, more like a modern soldier. He's got like webbing and stuff on him that's like got a bunch of tools and equipment. Aside from that, there's actually no hair on his head either. Just straight bald.
Okay.
Yep.
If he doesn't say anything immediately, I will call out. I'll say to him, "You wouldn't mind us passing by you now, would you?"
With that, he gives one quick you notice that he's holding in his hand a little wind-up key. He gives the wind-up key one quick twist on the metallic device, sets it down, and then you see him go for his crossbow as he turns towards you. Initiative.
Great. God,
The
come
answer
on,
is
man.
no.
Well, we tried.
Oh, in his armor, I missed one small detail. There is one part of his webbing that is an actual like plate. It looks like a I guess it would be like an old style like bulletproof vest, like less Kevlar, more like just like a flexible plate of metal that's kind of slung over the front with a painted skull like right on the abdomen.
Nice, dude.
Okay. That's everyone? Okay, so the turn order is gonna be Lamine, then the guy, and then the rest of y'all. So it's gonna be Mordorin, then Yasha.
Okey-doke.
He is. I'm gonna say he's 60 feet away from you guys.
Okay. I'm starting then.
Yep, go ahead.
I will cast Bless on us and then walk forward 30 feet.
Based.
Oh yeah, that's right. Based. All three of us have become based, and I move forward. That is my turn.
Oops, that's not it. All right. It's Homeboy's turn.
Nuke yourself.
You see him draw his crossbow, and he takes up a kind of a bit of a cautious, kind of a very defensive stance, and then he's gonna take aim and fire both shots at. He's going for the mage. All right, Mordrin, what's your AC?
Oh, 16.
16? Okay. Oh. One bolt fails to leave the crossbow. However, the other one does hit you dead on. Okay. You'll take 4 damage. And then you hear a loud hissing sound as you see the strange little device kind of release a bit of steam and a bit of something red sort of glow from this strange little almost like a cylindrical device sitting on the bottom side of it.
I don't like that thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the likey.
Next up, it's Mordrin.
Fuck if I know what to do right now, so I'm just going to, because when all else fails, just throw a guiding bolt at them, I guess.
All right.
True, I could find out what that device is because that's better than using my spell slots at this point, which I don't have a lot of. May I see what the fuck that thing is?
Perception is a free action. Actually, it's not even an action. You could just 16. So I'm gonna give it to you based on some circumstantial knowledge that Mordrin will know, but this man has basically a time bomb that's armed. As you notice, there's
Thank God.
the box behind him that's got wires sticking out of it that he pulled the wine key from is it's the primer, or it's not the primer, but it's the detonator, basically. You kind of glance around, you notice the wires are strung around the various parts of the walls of the storage, and there's about roughly 14 devices kind of strapped to various points on the walls.
Oh my God.
This guy's planning to blow this place sky high.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything we can do to stop it at this point. You already pulled a detonator. Unless, destroy the detonator would cause it to stop, so...
Yeah, a concurrent knowledge check, which won't cost you any actions, can tell you more. I'm allowing this because of certain backgrounds that you happen to know.
Oh, that's interesting, but let's see. Would that just be a straight intelligence check then? Anything else?
I'd say knowledge local for this one.
There is no knowledge local.
All right, there's
History.
knowledge.
It's the closest
Yeah,
I
that's the
got.
closest thing. Look, man.
History would most
Oh,
appropriate.
cookies. Random cookies.
We
Okay.
translate for you. It's okay.
All right.
Yeah,
Just make it
history then?
intelligence. Just make it intelligence at advantage.
Okay.
Raw int at advantage.
18.
Okay. You're able to determine that it's just a timer, which means that it's whatever set time that he's got. Assuming this guy is probably not you know,
Suicidal.
suicidal. He's probably set it to at least 20 minutes, which would be like a safe time to get away.
Yeah.
The device itself, how do I put it? You kind of know know this tactic before. You've seen this with a certain group that certain individuals you may or may not have worked with have utilized before. And you know their MO is very much once it's going, it's you can't stop it from the detonator. But you can stop it from the you can turn off the charges, or if you can like basically pull the charges off, you can make the what do you call it? You could turn the material non explosive essentially.
My brain died. I have no idea what that means.
You need to pull the bombs off and do it from that side instead of the detonator side.
Okay.
Unplug the bombs.
Yeah,
You don't
yep.
have to
Unplug the bomb.
Yeah.
That
The detonator won't stop, and if you try and stop it from the detonator, it's gonna blow up. You also have 20 minutes.
Mm. Yeah. God. Well, I think my action still won't change, but I am going to let Yasha know telepathically, because I'll tell the meme later. Technically I could do both, because Taki the free action, question mark,
Yeah.
with telekinesis. Yeah, basically tell them both without letting the guy know that, unplug the bombs. But I'm still gonna try to smack that guy with a guiding bolt, cause that sounds fun.
Hit him.
Actually, I think I'm gonna do it at a level 3 as well, because looking at my spell slots, nothing goes well with level 3 spell slots. So let's see. This will be sad, but oh.
Oh, that'll hit.
Be blessed. Now with a 24. How much damage is that guiding bolt? It's D6. Okay.
At level 3, it'd be 66, right?
Yep. 21 radiant damage.
Oh, he takes it dead on. All right,
What is it?
Yasha, your turn.
On him, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, he ain't dead. Was there any other action or?
Unplug the bombs.
No, I'm good.
Oh my God, JC, a bomb.
I'm going to recreate Metal Gear Solid 2 and start running around freezing the bomb. I mean, unplugging the bombs.
All right.
I have no idea how I like turn this into an action because it's not really combative and Josh
So-
does move very fast. At least.
You can. So it's gonna take an action to defuse a bomb. There are 14 bombs. They are mostly within reachable areas. And given your movement, you could pretty much just go to all of them, including the ones that are kind of high up, because, well, you're a monk. You can do these things.
I'll just mute myself up there.
Yep. You spend an action, and you are able to pull the wire from each bomb, or from a bomb, I should say, because you're only able to take
Yeah.
one at a time.
Sounds good to me. Sounds boring, but that's my turn because I use my action to unplug something, so I have no attacks at this range.
Oh.
Because I think in order to make my second attack, I need to have made a first attack. So since I can't do that, yeah.
Hmm.
I unplug a bomb.
Sounds good. What you can do as well, if you want, is you can try grabbing and trying. You can make a strength check to try and pull down bombs, and then group them all together and try and pull multiple plugs out at once.
Not really a strength character, but
Or I guess it would be a dexterity check. That makes more sense.
I'm trying to think. So like I have to unplug it, right? I can't just like slash the cable off.
Yeah, you'll have to like actually like physically pull it because slashing the cable won't actually it risks detonating the bomb prematurely.
Yeah, we want that. So. Will the center bomb still blow up after all this?
There's no bomb in the center. There's just a detonator.
I see what you. Okay,
Yeah,
I understand now.
there's 14 explosives and one little ticking time box. He's basically got an egg timer.
Okay, I guess yeah, it'll be mostly I'll be spending my turn unplugging things and trying to get things together.
Okay, but yeah, if you want, you can take dex check if you want to try and pull down multiple bombs, and that'll get you a varied result. I basically will roll a die and you'll pull that many bombs off instead of one. One is just the safe. Like, you know, the safe, like you will grab one, you pull one out, you're good. But if you want to kind of rush it,
We have
We
like
need to rush at the moment.
yeah, we have 20 minutes, so I don't want to jeopardize blowing up anything. I'll just take my time.
okay.
We need
All
to
right.
I don't think they necessarily need me, so I'm just gonna take my time. Quote unquote take my time disarming the bombs.
I see. Okay, it's back up top. I mean,
He
I'm
has guiding bolt and opened up for your hammer.
want to roll up and hit him with my sword.
all right, you get within range.
Alright, first attack is at advantage.
Yep.
Rupert has had
24 for the first. And a 21.
Those are both gonna hit.
Based, but I don't need a. So.
For a hit like that, you're fine.
based. Don't need based.
Based. First hit is 10, followed by. And again,
So.
20 damage.
20 damage. Hot damn. All right.
That's my turn.
Cool. He is going to bum. He's gonna actually use a legendary action. He's just gonna push you back. Make a strength check.
Oh shit, what a legend.
Yep. As he basically gives a driving kick to you.
Oh,
Oh, you nat 20'd!
okay.
So you do not take damage, but you are sent back 10 feet and knocked prone. As he gives you a real hard kick backwards. And then he's gonna back up with his move about 20 feet. Or actually, he's He's only gonna back up 15 feet. And then he points that glowing, now very red hot glowing device at you from the crossbow. And
What?
roll
Lamine?
at Lamine, yeah.
Wait, if he's attacking with a ranged weapon, he gets disadvantage for a prone enemy.
Yeah.
This is a dex check.
Yeah. I was gonna say if it's a saving throw, then.
Yeah, this is a dex save.
Nope.
And I need to check.
17.
Okay, 17. Let me just see the ability real quick. Okay, you'll only take half.
Cool.
As the device lights up and fire ignites and it shoots out burning hands at you.
I'll get flamethrower. Okay.
Yeah.
First flame.
A burst of flame
flamethrower
as he yep. From his like strange double crossbow device. Oh, okay, it's a good thing you're getting only half of this. Take 9 damage.
Okay, nope.
And then as soon as it like finishes its flames, it makes a thunk and then drops right off the thing. You see him quickly reach for his pocket to slam another one right in its spot.
Oh.
The little detachable canisters.
They're disposable. But the real question is, are they useful?
This man literally has soda cans full of burning hands that he attaches to his fucking crossbow.
Yo,
Just think about
yo,
the.
these soda cans are fire, yo.
Yo,
I can't help but think of the one-shot flamethrowers from Dark Heresy.
that's pretty much what they are. That was the inspiration for this guy's weapon. Was like, what can I make that's really cool? I know those one-shot flamethrowers. At least it's not.
Glad.
At least it's not on a knife.
At least it's not throwing at us. What a silly system.
Anyways, that's his turn.
Mostly raw of the way with the fire. I'll take it.
Yep. You see the flames jet out from this dude's crossbow, and you kind of roll out of the way, pat away the flames from you real quickly. You're scathed, but mostly all right.
Ow.
Oh, I forgot to do rolling. I'll do that right now real quick. Sorry.
Yeah.
Homeboy's gonna go fucking ape real quick. Oof. Okay, he's gonna get that's 2. So he's got 2. Let me roll his last 2 attacks. So he gets 3. 3 hits. As he's quite literally doing his little salt spire. So
His best salt fire impression.
yep. So 8, 6, and 7 damage respectively.
Why is Roland talking about this guy named Sigmar? Who is that? What's he going on about?
By Sigmar, you posted cringe. Okay,
Sigmar,
so-
bless this ravaged body.
I think anything would beat that line though.
All right. So homeboy's done. I believe it's Mordorin next.
Question: how far away is the dude from me.
He didn't move, right?
Nope. I have not moved.
60. Actually, no. He moved back 15, so it's gonna be 75 feet.
Tempting. It's tempting to move closer. Actually, you know, I will have to move closer for this. I will move my full 30, so he's within 45 now.
Get him with the bunking
And-
stick.
No, I'm gonna choose to use my last healing light. But before that, let's see how he likes the Mind Sliver, because I only need 60 feet range for this one.
Oh shit!
So it's an intelligence save.
It's save.
It's a, what is it, 15.
No, he fails.
Alright, so it is... 6 psychic damage.
6
And
psychic
subtract
damage.
the D4 from his next saving throw.
Alrighty.
And, yeah. And then I'll do healing light on, Lamine, might as well. Oh. Yay, you gain 4 HP back, hooray!
Base is still up.
Wait. Is it just D6 or is it plus something? I think it's just D6.
I wouldn't know. It's your.
Yep. Yeah, it's just a D6, so,
For healing.
yeah.
Oh,
It's me that much
you are the
closer,
healer.
that much further away from being
I'm the
bloodied, so
healer.
I'll take it.
Yeah, just a,
Many heals.
a D6.
I'm hovering around.
Demon heals? Did I hear demon heals?
No, many heals.
Do heals?
No, he doesn't.
Oh, okay. Well, I will stop there.
Under affliction called life.
Well, that's what we're trying to heal him of. That is Mordorin's turn, though, I believe.
Went to go look for a good like reference paper for a reference or not paper but reference picture for what would be like kind of like what this guy kind of looks like. And I found something from Privateer Press which works kind of well. So I'll put that up
Oh,
in
I'm
a
curious to
second.
see what you picked.
Not quite as armored, but this guy kind of fits the bill for the most part. I'll put it up on stream as well. Oh, come on now. Bang. Obviously, he's not carrying a big shield or a big flamethrower, but his face is pretty much covered up, and he's got like that sort of like kind of metal, kind of like armor thing going.
Yeah. The assault commandos.
Meh.
Or the flamethrower weapon attachment for them.
So I guess we can go with that for as a good reference. Don't quite look like that, but imagine basically minus the helmet. There's this half elf with a whole-on face mask and a big old crossbow, and just a bunch of just explosive tools on him. Anyways, Yasha.
Oh, you know my action. Back it up and do another round. I mean, unplug another.
You're just
have
gonna
a round.
pull one?
Yeah, unplug another. Move on. Gotta get
All
rid
right.
of these bombs.
You're down to 12. So it's that's going to be end of the round. Back up top. And for this, I'm gonna just have Roland at the end of the round. Anaya's not fighting. She's got a little tiny hammer.
Okay.
She's just kind of watching you guys.
Even with what it takes to get up, he's only 15 feet away, so I will be able to stand up and get back to him.
Stand up and smack him.
Yep, so I will do that. Yeah. 2 followed by 28.
Okay, those will
Only
both
math.
hit.
Woo, max damage. Hello. Seeing you 15, and that's wrong. Oops. 15 followed by an 11. So 26 total.
26. Oof.
Rust and a slash.
All right. Yeah. With that, he goes. To which he speaks, and you hear him. I mean, almost in
Where
like
is he going?
bit of a. It's almost really difficult to hear. I'm gonna have you take a perception to try and hear what he says.
11.
It is a very low, tinny rasp, almost like a quiet growl as he like speaks. It almost sounds like he's speaking through like a metal tube as he speaks. To which he kind of says, "To hell with this," and with that he backs up, and you see him reach from his vest, and those little cans you see from where he's stashing them. He grabs. Let's see how many he grabs. He's going to grab several. He grabs 3 of them. And you see him basically just kind of quick crush them, and then just roll them towards you.
God.
Roll dexterity.
I really gotta stop getting blown up by these guys. Becoming something of a habit. I should break.
Oh, that is unprecedented.
Wow! All
Oh.
that dice was like, no, not doing that.
Unfortunately. Let's see how many
My
actually
base is not
will.
out
What am I mean?
Knuckles' disfavor.
Let's see how many will get you.
Get the achievement
Oh.
scorned by Knuffles.
All three cans basically roll fairly accurately towards you.
Right.
Okay. Okay, well, that's a lot of 1s and 2s. That's still pretty high. 20 damage.
Owie. Okay.
As,
Big ouches.
yeah, all 3 cans erupt and detonate violently right before you. As the flames go out very as quickly as they burst, you see him making a run for it as he tries to basically dart past you in another hallway.
Base is still up.
Oh, he's approaching me?
And he's taking another hallway.
Oh. He's running.
Yeah. You guys went in through one hallway, and he's basically just kind of like, I'm out of here. Yeah. Do you guys want to pursue him, or are you guys still going after him?
If I can see him within, like, my turn, I will try one thing. And that's all he gets.
He's gonna be within 20 feet of you. However, there's kind of an aisle. There's a whole thing of boxes. Because remember from the previous session, there was like three aisles basically, and you're in one aisle, and then he's now in the other.
All I need to do is see him, so I don't care about like line of fire, shit like that.
Um,
If I can see him,
perception with advantage to see if you can see past all the clutter and stuff. There's a lot of boxes and things. It's like a warehouse.
perception, so 18.
18? Okay, you're able to see him. You see him as he's darting for the door.
You know what? Fuck it. Let's use level 1 spell. Let's do my, id insinuation. He needs to make a wisdom save.
Wisdom.
And he has a minus d4.
What's the d4?
I can roll it.
Roll me the d4.
Minus
-1.
So basically, I am a 16.
Okay.
Nah.
He makes it.
Eh. Well, that's my.
He actually made it on the dot. Holy shit. Rolled a 15. This guy had a +2.
Oh, yay. That's alright. Well, that's all I can do, really, so. Unless somebody else wants to stop him. That's about as much as Mordorin gives a shit about at the moment.
Yasha?
I also do not want to pursue to any lengthy degree.
Okay.
I'll chase after him.
You gonna go after him?
Yep.
Alright.
When it comes to my turn, if I can see him, I will probably try and do something, but I'm not gonna like chase after him properly. If he really, really dips, I won't be pursuing. So.
Yeah, no, he's like trying to get the fuck out of here. Yasha, he's gonna be about I'd say he's gonna be about 40 feet from you, just because he might be.
Okay.
He's probably gonna be on your side of where you're at.
I try to zip over and beat the fuck out of him.
Oh,
Do the Akuma Shadow Dash at him. Will a 15 hit?
no, just missed him. Oh, are you still based though?
Oh right, yeah.
Roll
Yeah,
your base
Or
real
still
quick.
base.
Roll your
Base
base.
does not
You
got
might
weight
you
yet.
might hit him. You actually will hit him. Okay, because it's actually 16.
On the cusp.
Yeah.
Ace.
Yeah, you just missed him.
Yeah, just barely. Up.
15
Oh, a solid
damage.
hit.
Oof. All right.
Yeah.
13.
Will base help? I need at least.
You're gonna need that 3.
Half or better.
No.
I'll correct it with a chi point. Add +2 to the hit and hit him.
All right. You bonk him.
Okay, thanks.
Eight more damage.
Okay.
I'll keep going. Not with that one.
Oh yeah. Why not?
Will with that one.
That's gonna hit.
Another 8 damage,
Ow.
and I'm on him.
Whew. Bro, this guy's hurting.
He's hurt.
Alright. Is that everything for you?
That's it for my turn.
Okay. Roland, he's not gonna be able to get a bead on him unless he wants to try and shoot at him while he's behind cover. Unless you guys want him to try and go for the bombs.
I'm not sure. Whatever he would think is best.
I think Roland is gonna probably say if he's going, we should get going.
Yeah. I can definitely be in agreement with that one.
Let us depart. So he's gonna take an eye on. They're gonna go towards that exit then.
Okay. Would like to try and get these bombs sorted before we leave, but
Yep. He's just like, we'll get to the boat and wait for you guys.
enough for me.
Alright. Oh, the NPCs escape. It's back up top.
How far away did this guy run? I have to move to get before I can actually see him.
Well, from your position, you'll be able to draw a line of sight to him. He's gonna be at least 30 feet away.
Okay.
I think you'll be able to, because he had a dart from where basically you guys were fighting, because you ran up on him, and then he just pretty much is starting to run. Yeah.
If I cannot reach him by melee, I can do things at ranged.
Okay. You want to hit him again?
Can I get to him in melee?
You should be able to. Yeah, because he's only 30 feet.
Okay. That would be the best option. Okay. That's... yes. Bonk him with my sword.
Give him the bonks.
Ooh, that's a hit.
I'm just gonna put both of these together.
15.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, 15 total across the two attacks.
Alright.
Ew.
Ugh. Ugh, indeed.
Did six damage on the second one.
God. He's barely holding in there. He's barely hanging in there.
Yeah, unfortunately, I have no smites that I can put into it, so.
This guy is just full disengage. He's in piecing the fuck out mode. So, he goes and he just straight leaves.
Well, if he's disengaging, that's still only 30 feet of movement because he can't double dash.
Yeah. Well, you'll still be able to catch up to him. Go ahead, Mordrin.
Alright, you know what? Wait, he's a half elf, so that's not gonna work. So, let's see. God, I really don't want to do anything. Actually, this might help.
You can just continue diffusing.
Yeah.
True.
There's
but
still 12 bombs here.
Yeah, that's true, but they're not gonna detonate in anytime soon, and people seem to want to pursue this guy, so. Yeah, he's completely in range, so I'm just going to see if I can, if he doesn't die from this, which I hope he doesn't, because that's sad. I'm gonna see if I can hit him. No, not 2D, not 2D.
You guys fucked him up roughly, dude.
Yeah,
We
he's
might.
getting nailed on.
23.
That hits.
Alright, let's see.
Plus it'd be a D4 because you're still based.
Oh,
Get
sure.
the full thing in there.
12 cold damage.
Alright, that'll do him in. You clip him at the staircase, effectively. And, he collapses.
Drag him back in.
I mean, this is assuming Morden doesn't just like outright kill the guy.
We don't have time to. I don't have time to. We don't have time to search the body. Just bring it with us, even if he's dead.
I see what you mean.
You're just gonna take him back with you?
But is he dead?
He's dead. you hit him with a cold spell. He's dead.
Ah, yes.
I put him in the bag of holding because I no longer fear for his ability to breathe.
Yeah, okay. Works for me.
Yep. Alright, everybody. Defuse the bombs and leave.
Yeah.
Alright.
I have acquired +1 corpse to loot at a later time.
It's okay. We can share the space with the one other automata. Because we dumped out the rest.
One robot we have in there. He's got company. Yeah. Let's get the rest of these unplugged and get out. Leave.
Yep.
Yeah, I will do my bestest to move at monk speed and try to see if that helps.
Alright, you defuse the remaining bombs with the ample time you now have.
Question.
What's up?
Would it be possible to bring the detonator with us?
You'd have to... Yeah, everything would be disconnected, so you could take the detonator with you.
I would like to bring the detonator.
Alright. You nab the detonator.
+1 detonator.
It's average size. It's not too big. Like, it's... Say it's like a... It's like a...
basketball, or...
I'd say it's like a dice tower size, like a 6-inch.
Oh, it's even... Okay.
Yeah, it's like a... It's like a big, not cylindrical. It's it's rectangular prism shaped, and it's very, it's like a 6-inch by 4 by 2,
Okay.
or by 3.5,
Yeets into the bag of holding. Along with
or 6-inch
all
by 4 by 4.
connecting
Yeah.
wires, I guess. Everything that's just throw it in. Shove it in.
Just throw it in all in the bag of holding.
Just
As we're
just
running,
the
just like
detonator, right?
Just the detonator. We're not nabbing the bombs. I don't care about the bombs.
Okay.
Good.
Won't take too much time. The detonator, we can just pick that up and throw it in.
Okay. You make your way back out to the
Skip rowing.
to the boat. You see Roland and Anaya have they found where you've hidden the boat and are pushing it back out to the waters, careful of not having it smash against the jagged rocks as the waves kick up. They're still very
Push directly into a rock while going ha ha ha, like in our
Yeah.
development runs.
Yeah, exactly. Hold on, let me play some ocean. So now we got some back on the water.
Play the Valheim like epic ocean music, but we're on a raft.
No. I knew I was forgetting something. But yeah, you start making your way out. You hear the chaos and pandemonium ensue, and the fog is slowly kind of raising. Overhead, you hear
The boat.
the droning hum of a familiar engine above your heads.
For fuck's sake.
And a shadow cast within the fog from the morning light, which is now slowly getting high above your heads. It's you're not able to get too much, but presumably it is the humming engine of an airship flying over you, very slowly.
Get out. I don't
There's
care.
only one engine that can do that, or one airship that can manage this track.
Yep.
We are leaving.
You guys will have to make concerted efforts to row against the waves. So I'm gonna need some strength checks. Because the waves are pushing you back towards the fortress.
Or like straight strength, or can I use athletics?
I'll allow for athletics.
I don't know who else is rowing. How many sets of oars does this thing have?
I'm gonna say there's enough for 2 people to row. Okay.
Maybe have Roland row? Who else is strong?
Roland can assist. He'll assist Yasha. Yasha, reroll or get your second roll in. There we go.
Nine?
And then Anaya can help you. Okay.
22.
Okay, cool.
Rowing
You
is
are
hard when your best option is just say, "Oh fuck, rowing," and walk on water.
Just
so you paddle furiously.
Genius. Just
Hmm?
Yasha, just run across the water. Mortarin got this.
Well, I can't do that yet, but
As you row towards whatever direction, hopefully in the direction of where Eris's ship lies, you hear the thundering boom of the airship going off, as well as the cacophony of alarms just kind of like blaring. It's not before long that the droning engines start to sputter and float away. The last of the fog starts to thin out, and in the distance you can see clearly it is in fact the Wind Eater, Gilbud's airship, kind of making its way towards the horizon. Roll perception.
the sight kind of perception.
Yes. As you try and peer through the fog, which is slowly lifting. Alright, a 20 will do it.
What do my eagle eyes see?
Your eagle eyes see the shadow cast of a large ship ahead of you. Like 30 feet and closing fast. As you get towards the hull, you see and spot its familiar markings. To your relief, Eris has not yet left. And, some of her crew spot you as you come up against the side of the ship and call to you. And Eris, of course, pokes her head over the rails and she's like, "What the fuck's going on over there?"
No
Hi,
time to
hello.
talk. We gotta go.
This up, please.
Yep. The crew just straight up lowers a ladder to you and says, "Ditch the ship," or "Ditch the rowboat."
Yeah,
Fair.
agreed.
I jump up. I don't use the ladder. I just jump up.
Okay, well, the rest of your non-monk crew members or party members climb up the ladder. And
It's just a sad day and Sea of Thieves when you gotta ditch the dinghy.
yep, it's all bad. So don't worry, we'll get a new one. One with a little tiny like gun on it too, or a little harpoon. Yeah.
We'll find it on random island. Don't worry.
Yep. Little island running with a harpoon.
Yeah. The first thing I do when I get up top is starfish down onto the deck. Just starfish on it for a few seconds.
Black.
Just lay down. Just like
God, same.
Yasha keeps eyes on the wind eater. See if there's anything. See if he can see anyone he recognizes up there, since he's got that stupid mile vision.
Roll perception. It's definitely hard. They're definitely getting smaller and smaller, but you'll still be able to get a good look. As it basically neumes over the horizon. A 20. Yeah, you're able to catch sight of the crew. Gilbert at the helm, and you see your favorite samurai, Jin.
Yeah, Lumine and Poverty's buddy.
yeah.
You see Kalik, your favorite drow assassin, and you see a certain someone's brother laughing it up with Jin.
Great.
Oh.
There's two of them.
Yeah,
There's two of them.
oh no, there's two of them. This is getting out of hand.
Yep.
I nudge Mortar and it's like, hey, your brother's on the Wind Eater.
Perfect. Mortar's not even surprised. He's just like, yeah, I fucking figures.
You're not able to get any more such details out. However, you do catch sight of another similar-looking individual, a man who looked very similar to the guy you fought in the basements. At this point, you kind of smell something burning.
Huh?
Yasha, your bag's on fire.
Oh, dump him out.
Yeah, as you, roll, actually, no, this one you're just reaching into a bag that's, like, got a guy who's literally exploding it on fire.
I could turn the bag upside down and dump him out.
Yeah.
For technically a bag of holding.
Wait, there's no oxygen in there.
Yeah.
Not.
And it's also not even in the bag. This is in a like extra dimensional space.
Oh no, the science is here.
Oh. Look, I'm not arguing quasi-science in a D&D game.
Okay, you know what, how about this? Since he's gonna come out of the bag at some point, when Yash dumps out of the bag, he immediately ignites. How's that?
Yeah.
Like that?
Well, you'll smell smoke. It's not gonna destroy the bag, but it's definitely oh, something's on fire. And as you turn the bag upside down and cast overboard, the blown up parts of your
Oh my.
your mecha, your little automata falls out, along with the fiery remains of that guy you fought.
Oh, that's dumb.
Yep.
Unfortunate. Annoying, but okay.
Yep. Eris looks at you and is just like, I'm not even gonna ask. We need to get the hell out of here. We're not out of the woods yet.
Say annoying. I'm sure Tessa would be glad not to have his robot onto her kid's table.
Yep. It's at this point the fog is all but gone. And
We are too.
yeah, the ship is very quick to just turn around and start to escape.
Get us out.
All right. The ship goes. The ship drops full sail, pretty much spins right back around and is hauling ass away from the island. However, to your dismay, one last thing. The silhouette of two ships emerge from the fortress. one of the crewmen calls, "Captain, they're after us!" Alright, okay, so the ones that come out... One of them is the Sidewinder. You notice it's prismatic and dazzling camouflage. A pair of guns, the pair of turreted guns begin to train on your ship. The other ship, as you, much to your dismay, ominously floats, albeit much slower than the other ship. But it's undeniably different, as it is the Iron Drake pulling away from the docks. It's operational. Or at least it seems like it.
Yeah, but the real question is, can an Iron Drake even try to catch up to a modern ship moving at this speed?
Well, Eris is, Eris is, pretty much not willing to stick around and find out.
Neither are we. Just continue to get the fuck out.
Turn around and leave. We don't have to be here.
Yep.
Just keep leaving.
Alright. With this one, she's gonna ask for your guys' help. Cause, she's gonna be like, we need to do some maneuvers, cause the Sidewinder can hit us from here, no problem. Unless we start dipping and dodging.
What's the range?
Enough.
This thing is like... Well, this thing's pretty far. I would say it's inside of a mile. Like, you guys have got a huge lead, but it is steaming after you guys.
Alright, whatever she needs.
Yeah. Right. Ship combat. So this is going to be a little bit different. There is a number of actions you guys can perform, depending on the orientation of the ships, and of course depending on what you guys want to do. Obviously, the end goal is you guys want to try and get away.
Yep.
So you can do assist with rigging, which can assist in the turning and giving Eris some chances into avoiding shots. Gunnery, which is assisting in aiming if you want to try and get some guns to try and, return fire should the ship get closer, which the Sidewinder can easily do so. The Iron Drake doesn't look like it's capable of getting too far without having a bit of a struggle. There is, of course, also damage control, as well as as munitions, which is different from gunnery. One is like actually aiming the guns, whereas the other one is like managing and loading up the guns. So, them's the actions. And should anything else arise,
I will probably go with the rigging for the time being.
Okay. So, one for rigging. Mordrin, Yasha, what are you guys doing?
I know. Fuck if I know. I don't think I'm helpful with anything.
Well, it's just, you take an action, it's an assist, basically. Unless you guys want to take a crack at whatever the actual thing is.
Nope.
Like trying to shoot with the guns or turn the damn ship.
Most guns don't even reach a mile. A mile's like 5,000 feet, so nothing's gonna reach out that far.
Yep.
I guess I'll help with the crew? I don't know what else to do.
Well, it'll be the rigging, which is the assist in dodging, because like I said, this thing's gonna catch up. So it's going to be able to get a shot off real quick.
Well, if it wants to make a decent shot, it does have to get within 600 feet. Anything beyond that is considered long range. So, using Victory at sea terms, but they
Yeah.
can shoot up to 2,400 feet, but that's really tricky shots.
Depending on the cannon system.
Remember,
With
this
more
thing
modern
has this thing's also got experimental weapons on it. That triple turret.
I don't know what else to help with but the rigging since we're not within range. So
Okay.
Same.
Okay. Well,
Pick for rigging it because it's like
all for rigging.
sounds like it.
Alrighty. Let me turn this ocean waves a little down. Alright. You and the crew jump onto the various rigging and line work. The man at the crow's nest calls out, it's like, it's getting closer! Alright, prepare for fire! And, you hear a sudden just, whoom, and you can kind of feel like a slight shudder as, like the whole ship kind of shudders for a moment. You even see ripples kind of kick up on the water in a weird, like, almost like a little mini wave that goes right past you guys. To which, one of the crewmen says, calls out, "It's trying to get a position!" And, from that, you hear the thud of 3 solid shots, or the solid thud of 3 shots coming at you. Alright, so she's gonna make an evasive maneuver. And, oh, shit. Alright. Your combined assistance, Eris is able to make a quick hairpin turn and quite literally lean the ship to a really intense degree, where the deck is almost like kind of to a 45-degree angle against the water. 3 shots fly past you. 2 of them hitting just ahead of you guys, and 1 flying over the top of the deck and onto the other side.
some fucking far-reaching shell.
Yeah. Well, this isn't like immediately. This is like in a couple minutes. It gets close enough, and it takes a parting shot, or it takes a, leading shot. All right. It's gonna be. They pretty much say it's gonna be like a minute before the guns are able to get another shot off at you guys. Now this. Let's see. You notice that the ship is changing its angle a bit differently. It's picking up speed though, and it's getting bigger. From the way both ships are moving, you are able to get a quick little frame of Friar from a bit of a hard angle back at the Sidewinder.
You can shoot back.
Yep, it'll be difficult, but you can take a shot back. So.
Okay. Should at least one of us might probably be worth for at least one of us to go help the guns instead of doing all on the rigging.
Yep. So, party, what do?
I'll help with the guns.
All right. Mordorin, what do? I need to turn this down as well. Mordorin?
Mother says she's staying on the rigging.
Okay. And then Lamine?
I will continue to help with the rigging.
Okay. So
Oh,
2
yeah,
on
fair.
rigging, and
Damage control save.
cool. Alright. Eris is gonna do some maneuvers. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's some poor maneuvers. Yasha, do you want to take a shot at it, or do you want to let the crew do it?
What would I go off of?
It would be a ranged attack. Just like firing a ranged weapon.
It'd be Dex.
If only I had a fucking rest at some point, but we had no rests, so I'll just shoot normally.
It's been a full, intense day.
Has been quite intense. It's still
Disadvantage or no?
Just regular. Because you have sea legs, so you know how to shoot. Boom. Alright, that's gonna hit it square on. Right, where's my cannon stats? Roll 6d10.
Oh, jeez, alright.
Just gonna go with this one. Whew!
Deal some crunchy damage.
That is a crunchy hit. Okay. It is gonna return fire, though. It's 3 shots. Only one will hit. Actually returns almost the same amount of damage, 32.
Traded.
Trade shots. So, shot goes in, nails it right into the superstructure, and you see a clean hit, which the crew cheers, until the salvo returns fire from its turreted platform, and fires back at you, and one shell hits cleanly into the railing.
How long does it take for these cannons to reload and stuff?
It will take a full turn unless you have someone on munitions. Then you can just instantly reload your cannon.
I see.
So it'll be one turn where you can't shoot. Let's see, and then it's back to you guys. So what are your actions?
What does damage control actually do?
So for
What
that,
does the-
for every individual that goes on damage control, you will repair D10 hit dice, or D10 up to you roll a D10 and do that much in healing.
Okay, I will go into damage control.
Okay.
In that case, I won't change.
Okay. Staying on rigging. And Yasha, are you staying on guns or?
The guns are currently loading, yeah?
Yeah.
Can I just have the crew reload and then I'll... I know this sounds silly, but since I have the fucking vision and range for it, can I start sniping at the enemy crew?
you wanna pick them off with your normal gun?
Post up the sniper rifle and start harassing the crew with bullets, because I'm sure they'll... Life is much harder when you start worrying about the little bullets hitting your crew.
All right. I'll let you take a crack at them. And it'll give them
Right.
it'll slow them down a bit. All right, I'm gonna roll for Eris's evasion, and then Lamine, you can roll for you'll hit one guy. Lamine, heal the boats. Okay, cool. That's gonna be a good evasion. Oh,
Ah, both shots are 14.
All right, you're able to thread your shots.
If I can see if these when the other dude is like sniping your crew and you're just like,
Like-
ah, jeez.
I was like, ah, motherfucker! As you pelt one guy with a shot. What's the other guy? How much did the other guy take?
Oh, I didn't do damage yet. Hold on.
Okay. So I saw the D10. I don't know if that
me
was.
rolling for
Oh, that's my bad. I just saw the name. Alright, so you hail off 1 hit point. Cool. You just straight up killed one guy. He's out of action. Yeah, 2 crewmen just go down.
Slowly picking them off.
Yep. You're like, ah! Okay. Eris makes another maneuver. This time she's gonna bank to the opposite side to try and dodge the ship's shots. Ship fires under the salvo! However, it's gonna have a harder time since she was able to make some good maneuvers. That is not a D20.
What's a D1? Huh?
I rolled an extra D10. Whoops. The shots barely whiz by and miss completely. All right.
Good.
The ship's coming in close. It's gonna be it's now within its effective range, I guess it would say. That one shot was a real lucky shot.
So a good shot.
Yep. Where they got whoever they got doing gunnery there, they managed to get their one lead shot in, or follow-up shot, I guess. Anyways, yeah. Party, what do? Cannons are loaded. Eris can also turn broadsides, so you guys can get more shots on this. So instead of like a squeeze a shot, she can quickly like drift out and get more crewmen to shoot.
Yeah, well, the issue is if we spend too much time shooting back, the Iron Drake might catch up.
True.
I will continue to be on damage control, see if I can do something a little bit more substantial than that.
All right. Lamine.
That's what I'll. No, that.
You mean Mortarin?
Or Mordarin, sorry. I'm guessing you said rigging.
I do not know what she said.
Yeah, I
Sure.
okay. Rigging. Cool. Hey, Yasha, are you gonna be doing some gunnery?
Gunnery.
Do you want Eris to pull broadside real quick, or just do just a quick shoot?
We'll continue on this path. I don't want the Iron Drake catching up, because if we have to fight 2 ships, especially one of them being like an ironclad, there might be issues.
Yep. All right. Pulling a maneuver. Woo! That's gonna be good. This thing is gonna definitely struggle. Lamine, roll health, and then Yasha, you roll your shot. That's gonna be another nice.
It's better.
Hey, every bit helps.
It's true.
Oh, that's a good meaty hit. Roll. That's actually a potential crit. Roll D20 real quick. We're doing old style D20 crit confirms. Okay, that's gonna be crit confirm. So roll 66, and then we'll see what happens. 24. Okay. Crew's gonna make a test. See what happens.
Did I hit the engine room? I'm tired of hitting the engine room.
Yeah. Wow, 12 torpedo hits to the engine room! Okay, so let me record that damage real quick. Ouch. That
Well,
really fucking
it
hurt.
hit the bridge. The torpedo hit the bridge.
That's impressive.
Yeah. No. You are able to damage a major system. Okay. Wow. You put a shot straight through what looks like the bridge of the ship, and there's just a shot like a cannonball like careens through and just like chunks it, and you see part of the superstructure just sort of crumple inwards, to the whole thing, like almost like the whole piece was just kind of like one piece that just absorbed the whole shot. And there's just a smoking mess where the bridge is at. They're gonna be a little bit they're gonna be flying kind of blind a little bit. The gunnery will still be able to try and get shots on you, but they're gonna be struggling with trying to follow you. Speaking of which,
Well, it's weird that I shot out 2 bridges in a matter of a couple weeks now.
right?
That's
And the return fire is also not as impressive. I rolled very low. Sidewinder is definitely hurting now. I mean, damage-wise, not very in the grand scheme of things, but you hit the bridge and kind of knocked out their commanding officer, or their captain, basically.
Don't necessarily need to sink a ship to make it ineffective.
Yep.
Just need to convince it enough that, you know what, not worth it.
just like Victory at Sea.
As a result,
reduce it to quarter hull so that it becomes what was it, damaged, and then
Yep.
it'll lose half its move speed and lose a lot of armament.
you do notice that the ship is kind of like not as reactive as Eris's maneuvers. She's kind of trying to maneuver away and around. The ship isn't really like changing course as well to like in a reactive fashion. Like as this thing's been tailing you, it's not going like in a straight line. It's been kind of making little maneuvers to try and squeeze shots at you. Now it's just going kind of lazily towards you. As they're kind of just like, what the fuck do we do?
Bridge, what do we do? They're just silent.
So they're gonna need a little bit of time to reorganize their command. Okay, party, what do? You've got 4 actions.
I will reload the gun so that Yasha can shoot again.
All right, Yasha, you'll have guns ready. Do you want Ares to try and get broadside real quick?
No.
Okay.
Where's the Iron Drake and all this? What's the status on that thing?
It is slowly climbing after you guys, but it is still quite a ways behind. The evasive maneuvers have been helping it catch up, though. But it hasn't been able to do much.
I see.
It's just there in the distance. It is getting closer, though.
Well, if we can cut the evasive maneuvers and just start sailing out of here, I feel like we would leave it behind. So, and besides, it may be fixed, but I can't imagine it's on board. It's not made to go long distances. I don't think the Sidewinder could probably chase us a good distance. I'm willing to bet the Iron Drake could not chase us nearly as far. Because, I don't know. It feels like an ironclad to me, and it would be silly to see an ironclad go across ocean kind of thing.
Nah. Well, there
But
aren't.
that's just my thinking.
Yeah. Well, the monitors can definitely keep up with you guys. But the Iron Drake is just an old war galleon.
Yeah.
So it might have some trouble.
If we can leave it behind, that basically would convince it it's not worth following. I think if we take up the Sidewinder,
Okay.
in which case, no broadsides. Just the Sidewinder's already hurting really bad. So
Yeah.
you have to
Well,
love your
captain's
job
out.
pretty good. You'll
Yeah.
have to love your job pretty fucking good if you want to keep chasing. So
Yeah.
Oh, just take another shot.
Just a regular shot. Okay.
Just a regular shot.
Mordorin, what do you do?
Whatever helps just getting us out. I don't care, like what said, I don't care about invasion at this point, just more distance between us and the Iron Drake.
So no evasive maneuver then? Do you want to do some hull repair?
Sure.
All right.
Mainly.
Roll a d10. And then Yasha, take a shot. Ooh, nice heal. And
Does,
then
21
Eris,
connect?
21 will connect. Okay. Eris is sailing straight. Oh, she's sailing straight, so it's gonna be a disadvantage. She's still decent, kind of like able to put up a good defense. Still able to sail defensively. All right, 15 to the Sidewinder. Bam. Okay. Sidewinder's hurting, but it's still in this fight. There's just no bridge. It is gonna
Fuck
get
off already. Your bridge is dead.
Gunnery is gonna land one hit. Whew. So it returns 31 back at you. So, to put things in relative scale, you guys have 48 damage on you, and you've done 72 to the Sidewinder. It's crew test. Okay, yep. The Sidewinder now looks like it's starting to break off. Good. And with that, Eris is able to try and like get things steadied. The Iron Drake still slowly kind of pursues. However, as the Sidewinder's crew seems to lose heart at having their commander just sort of blasted, and the gunnery officer struggling to maintain order, the ship is forced to pull back until eventually you reach far waters. Yeah. You sniped two crewmen with your sniper rifle. You sniped the captain with a goddamn cannon.
They're like, oh god, what the fuck is going on?
And with that, you get away.
Not too shabby for an Age of Sail ship.
Yeah, no kidding.
Whew. Everyone is just like the tension in the air is just gone. Everyone's just sighing relief, and people are just like, "We fucking did it!"
Kick the ass of a Sidewinder.
You kicked the Sidewinder's ass. It was you managed to scare off a Monitor class battleship basically with an Age of Sail ship.
With a well placed bridge shot.
Yep.
Take those.
Ah.
Take those dubs.
Oh.
And now we can actually get some rest.
Yep.
I lay back down again.
Eris is just like comes to you guys like, I don't know how the fuck how you guys pulled that off, but none of what happened today should have been a thing. I've been on these seas for
That one's real.
none of this should have been real. I've dealt with monitors and I've run them off before. Never gotten to a head-on fight like that. Even with a run like that, that's the closest I've ever had a monitor get to my ship.
Well,
I
not that important looking tower. It looks like it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Who's that? So was that you that snapped their captain out of action, huh?
I guess. I just
Yeah.
shot at it.
She basically like smacks your shoulder with a well done, Pat. It was like, great shooting, kid. Great shot, kid. That was 1 in a million. No. So,
You just see like a weird like dinghy flying away from the sidewinder.
but yeah. She basically is just like, way to go, guys. Well, I still don't think this I still don't believe this was actually pulled off. You managed to get your buddies then. And she looks over to Roland and Anaya.
Here.
I'm gonna need a fucking drink. All right, I'll get things settled here. You can all rest easy. It shouldn't be more than a
Take a drink too.
yep. It shouldn't be more than a day's travel. It might take a little longer just because we don't want to come back in after leaving such a huge mess straight to Brosnov.
Totally understandable.
probably.
And
It was like, wow, did you hear that prison just got annihilated the other day? And then a damaged-looking battleship showed up in the harbor not too long after?
Yep.
Ah,
yeah, some pirates on a fucking galleon just raided the goddamn fortress. The, unbreachable fortress.
wow,
Turned the place inside out and then walked out.
Man, this
And there's prisoners missing.
urban legend.
Oh god.
There's a lot of prisoners missing. It ain't just like a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of it. Oh god. Tessa's gonna look at us and just going, what the fuck?
Actually, now that I think about it,
Everything
that
was
island
according
could be in
to plan.
complete and utter chaos because, you realize all the prisoners are on that island. The two ships had to have crew to come after us. They're not at the prison right now. It was already stated earlier that the prison was not made to handle, like, if in the case of a full-scale riot, the ships were there. They're supposed to, like, try and help. They're not there right now.
Well, remember there were 3 ships there.
That
Yeah.
one ship is having
I'm
difficulties, I
I'm
would
thinking
imagine.
that they might all be on
They-
the third ship.
They're probably on the third. Yeah, all the
Small warship.
yeah. You ever just
Oh, God.
bust out of Alcatraz and stole a
Oh my
monitor class
God.
battleship?
The legend, just some just random ass people just showed up, kicked our ass, left with the prisoners, and the rest of the prisoners stole a warship and fucking left.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget the part where a fucking airship flew overhead and, bombed the place even more.
Yep.
The prison certainly had an interesting morning.
That's definitely going to be one for the history books.
Yeah.
Probably at this time that you should get more acquainted with your
Walter,
new
it's gonna
dwarven.
kill us.
Look,
Mm.
this
He already knew that you fuckers were up to shit, so.
Hey, Walter, you know that prison that you're in? Yeah, it's gone.
It's it had a really nasty riot and all that. It had nothing to do with it,
Dumb
by the way.
enough. They're not dumb enough to be like, okay, we asked them about the prison, and then something happens at the prison, and somehow crazy shit happened. Walter's gonna take one look at us and go, you fuckers actually did it.
Walter already knew frame 1 that you guys were gonna go in there.
Yeah.
As soon as he told you what he knew, he's like, you guys are gonna use this information to get in and out.
it's like, yes, we are.
Yes.
On the other hand, Walter, we got
Correct.
revenge for you. The prison's no longer there, probably.
I don't think that's something he wanted.
I'm not.
He didn't have any.
Surprise!
He'll be like, hey, we destroyed the prison for you. I never wanted that prison destroyed. What?
Surprise!
Speaking of.
A broken voice and all.
What's up, Lumine?
What is the actual spelling for the dwarf's name? The smith. What's
Anaya. Anaya. And then Bronson. Bron. Son.
And
Son.
Son. Hmm?
for first name.
Anaya. Yeah, I'll write it. Sorry. Been wandering around. Sometimes I get really worked up in these things. So I gotta step away. Anaya Bronson. There you go.
Okay.
Yep. Oh, that's the Sidewinder. Actually, I should have done with the Dazzling. Picture the Dazzling camo ship. But yeah, Anaya Bronson, who is still kind of like a... Wow, so it really got me out of prison. I've been sitting there for 20 years. Didn't expect anything like that would happen. And not anytime soon, anyways. Yep. Alright, it's time to sit down and talk. Of course, you're gonna have your rest. But,
Yasha sits down with 2 mugs of beer. Or whatever passes for alcohol is just...
there's
Please
some
cook.
there's some grog.
Please ship cook, I need this.
The ship cook is literally just like opening all the barrels and just being like, everybody gets a drink today. He's just like, I don't want to see a single crewman without a fucking tankard. We just fucking did the impossible.
Alright, time to sit in a parallel circle with tankards of meat, or tankards of grog.
Yep. Grog.
Is it time to give mortar in?
Well, you heard the cook. No one's allowed to not have a tankard in their hand.
Yep.
Yes.
He's just like, I'm not letting anyone not have a tankard of grog. Or, of,
Alright, well,
either that or,
no.
oh god, what is it? Not, I guess they'd have rum too. Yeah, rum.
Rum is gone.
The rum's gonna get cleaned by tonight. Eris is just like open the casks, boys. We're draining the rum out tonight. For the
If I recall, I think I rolled a nat 20 to get along with the crew before we started the thing.
Yep, they're all gonna be cheering your name.
Yasha will go join them in the festivities.
Yep.
He doesn't have a choice.
They are literally gonna talk up about how you managed to get that bridge shot.
Wait, so they broke out the rum?
Yeah,
boy.
they rolled out
No, the grog, everything.
the rum, the grog, the molasses,
I even said the
the brandy.
at her private reserve, just for herself, of course, but she's
Yeah.
drinking it out.
Yeah, she's having that for herself, but yeah, they're all basically gonna be partying it up. Of course, some more than others, as the crew still has to, do its thing. But they're gonna be drinking it up as they spend the day traveling. Navigator and all probably gonna be managing the more technical parts. But yeah, the Navigator. But yeah, the crew, Yasha, the crew literally like picks you up and carries you off, and it's just like, doing like, they're like pretty much, you're practically like crowd surfing at this point. And they were like, you got dudes playing instruments and fucking singing, laughing, all that good stuff. There's tankards being pushed to all of your guys' faces of every and any kind of drink that's on board this ship. Even some of the men who have down their tankards are quick to reach for their flasks and just fill it back up themselves if they're not able to find another tankard. Well, today they just pulled off something that no pirate has been able to successfully done, which is square off against a warship and win. And yeah, even roll like.
Since it's their ship, they can name claim that they in Legend they took on the fortress and won.
Yep.
And they're the first pirates to do so.
They're the first pirates in I don't know how many several centuries to take on the fortress and successfully actually defeat it in a way.
Yeah, it gets put to their name claim.
So Eris basically gets the credit of being even bigger than the admiral who tried to defeat the fortress. Which, yep. Man, this is literally history happening. I need to play some sea music, some pirates cheering.
Get some Sea of Thieves.
Yeah.
Going to be any nose being taken.
Play a
Bellamine will
hurdy-gurdy.
have a tankard. She will not be like going ham at the alcohol. She will be nursing whatever she receives.
Oh, they're gonna make you drink real quick.
Mordorin does not need much drink, so.
Yep. Well, they gonna be
Great
gonna
tips
be
and
at it.
orders.
Drink.
He's so tipsy.
Yep.
Oh no.
Don't worry about Constitution saves. These pirates won't let you have one.
Anaya charges into the hold going, drink.
Yep. Drink.
Mean will definitely be resisting any attempts to get her actually drunk, though. She will drink, but she will not get even remotely drunk. Once she starts to feel it, she will be stopping. Regardless of how many people, I take umbrage at that.
Let's see if I can get some party music from Sea of Thieves.
Yasha smash.
Yep.
I'm not gonna stop any of you guys from getting mighty sauced if you want to.
Nope.
Let's just-
Not this.
I mean, Mordorin doesn't intend to, but since he has to drink it, they're forcing him to drink it. It only takes that one.
Yeah, based on what we've seen about his resistance to wine,
There we go.
I'm sure a fair bit of rum will do him in quite nicely.
Yeah.
Whew. In any case, as the music and festivities play, as you're being pushed drinks in hand, you see Roland in the distance, as well as Anaya, who are swept up in the pirates' festivities, as well as yourselves. Effectively, history is made on this day.
Yeah.
The screen goes grayscale. And
Quite.
goes, the history is made.
It was quite an undertaking.
Yep. And after all is said and done, and all the partying is put away, and things, after practically a good long while of partying throughout the day after an intense run from a Brosnov warship, and after a breakout from a otherwise unbreachable fortress, you're able to relax and get your much overdue and well-deserved rest. You are not too far away from where Eris had planned on hold on. Let's play some background music, so we don't need this no more. Let's try this on for size. So, Eris mentions that there's oh no, this isn't it. They got like the entire soundtrack in one video. I'm like, no, I just need like a song. Try a thing. I know I should have prepped this. Yeah, this works. So Eris mentions that it'll be just maybe half a day left. There's gonna be a day and a half instead of half a day to come back safely to Brosnov. They'll find a new little rock to moor the ship at. Scrap together a nice little ship to row straight back to the port or somewhere nearby in Brosnov, and drop you guys off. But in the meantime, Roland and Anaya are with you, and you have some catching up to do now. As Roland would like to know what you guys have gotten yourselves up to, and he'll be able to provide context as to why he wound up where he was.
Good to me.
Yep.
So how good
Besides
did you
the
give it to
shooting
that
someone in
Tetsu
the
guard?
face part.
Sorry.
We heard you shot a man in the face.
He's
How
fine.
good did you give it to that Tetsu guard?
Burned his ear off. He's fine. Still has most of it.
That's-
Shot didn't actually hit him. I just fired the barrel right near his ear and then pressed the hot metal right to him. It was enough to get him mad about it, you know. Could have been worse.
You could have actually shot him.
Mm-hmm. When they asked if I shot him in the face, I said yes, and I'd do it again. Quickest way I knew I'd wind up in the prison. Which Anaya just kind of like shakes her head. She's just like, you're an absolute madman.
But that's rolling.
It's like, yeah, well, I got the idea from some friends. Kind of says as he looks at you guys. I was hearing about some of your exploits before I got locked up.
Oh.
I'm not sure I like the idea of
When
this.
was the last thing you heard about us?
The truck incident.
Ah, yeah. Truck incident.
Hmm.
Ah.
I'm
Tales of Yasha to tell.
He knows about the trucks, but anything after that, he wouldn't have heard.
Maybe we should talk about this not here. Elsewhere. At the very least. Not in open ears.
Yes. You can discuss in full once we get home.
Yeah. Well, at least discuss with and get more acquainted with Anaya. I'm sure you're just as puzzled about Anaya knowing about things that, well, only we would know. To which she responds, well, that would be because it was my direct ancestors who made that sword you were looking for.
Oh, well, that's convenient.
Yep.
That makes a lot of things easier.
Last of the Bronsons. We're the cousins to the last king of Brosnov. I suppose in some ways I could consider me royalty, but honestly, with all things considered, that age is long past.
Does seem so.
Mm-hmm. But we had our duties and obligations, and, well, ours was the only family entrusted by our Archmage with certain knowledges. I mean, after all, it would be wrong for a dwarf to not know of their own craft or their creations.
Heresy, even.
Heresy, even. So I suppose you're the lot that Asyondir put up to come and get it, then.
You could say that.
Good. Well, If your little stunt is anything to go by, I think you'll be right for this kind of work. It does, must mean that things have gotten truly desperate if they're pulling me out here.
Yes. You can say that things are quite dire. In fact, that would be most accurate.
Well,
They soon will be.
well, I can definitely see about your troubles. After all, my great-great-great-great-grandfather put those sorts together, and ever since then, we've, in a way, have learned how to work with them. So, you've come to the right smith for the job.
I'd hope so.
Yep.
After
Just-
everything that we've just gone through.
Mm-hmm. I can tell you much and more about what's gone on with Brosnov, though probably not anything in the past 20 years. After all, I hadn't seen the city since. I'm sure by now it's completely different.
But how much can change in 20 years?
A lot. Brosnov changes like every 5 years. And I mean like significantly.
What's
Yeah.
with Rosno?
Mortar could probably tell her, just like, thinking back on 20 years ago, yeah, a lot of shit has happened.
Yep.
Yeah, Mortar would probably be the best person to catch her up on the times.
Yep.
Except right now he's kind of drunk, so.
No, this is afterwards.
Long after the party.
Yeah. Unless you guys wanted to do something during the party.
I did, but that is only pertaining to Lamine because I promised Shen something.
Alright. That'll be a sidebar then.
Yeah.
The only thing I want to know is where did Yasha wake up?
That's a good question.
Just a random side fact is like Yasha was blackout drunk at some point. Where did he wake up?
You were sleeping on the prowl.
How did he wake up? Ah.
You were barely hanging on there too. You woke up and you're just like, water.
Oh, water.
That sounds like Yasha.
The crew would be like, oh, should we help him? Nah, he's fine. He knows what he's doing. Just
Yeah.
dangling off the side.
He does this all the time. He'll be fine.
Well, in either case, yeah, after that whole partying. So yeah, you bring up Anaya on certain events, and she is both like amazed and appalled at a lot of the changes that happened in the time that she was gone, but also not too surprised at certain things. You're like, well, I'm not surprised at that. Well, that was gonna happen. Other things of just like, I fucking knew it, and other things of like, wow, they made that? Huh, neat. So it's a mix of reactions from her when you fill her in on the various things, from the simple stuff.
Bunch stuff.
Mordrin, you're also able to concur a bit on her story as well. The Bronson family was a pretty well-known family. Or not well-known, but they were a pretty respected family. Your dad kind of actually indirectly worked with the Bronson family. They were kind of like, somewhat like district leaders, much like your own father. However, Anaya's older brother, who was I suppose the head of the household of the time, got himself in a lot of freaking trouble. As he was caught with, well, let's just say working with certain elements, known as the Kings, and, was effectively, basically in trouble for, creating some dangerous weapons for them. in an attempt to separate Old Kingdom from Brosnov. So her and her brother were effectively under arrest for that. She was placed permanently under arrest and sent to the fortress. Her brother wasn't so lucky because he was accused of high treason.
Oh.
And he was executed. Yeah, you can get away with a lot and still end up in Blackrock. High treason is not one of those things.
Shannon.
And her arrest wasn't so much of her colluding with him, but more so just being associated with him. She had nothing to do with it. It was her older brother. So pretty much the entire household was shamed essentially because her idiot brother basically was just like, yeah, sure, let's start an uprising. And the technocrats were just like, we're not having that. Yep, you can commit a lot of heinous things in the name of money. You cannot split the country up. But yeah, she does not feel remorse about this, by the way. She's just like, my brother deserved that and worse. But yeah, she's not mad about it at any point. She's like, well, it sucks I got locked up, but them's the bricks. I was like, it's looking. She kind of sees like seeing from the technocrat side. It's just like, yeah, what they did is somewhat justifiable, at least from the way I see things. Not to say that I was gonna live contently locked away in my little prison forever, but well, let's just say the technocrats of Brosnov back then were pretty strong-armed about things. Anywho.
Well, you're out now.
Indeed, and I'm forever grateful for that. Just why I won't be troubling you with this work. Of course, fee-wise. Though it might be nice to figure something out on that. I don't suppose you have some place I could stay at while we're resorting this whole mess over.
We do.
Ah, good. It'd be nice to be back in the city. I'm sure it's only gotten more and more industrious, as your Alvin friend put it. Shame, really. Ah,
Indeed, that's what the city.
yeah. Still the Brosnov I know. They might change and have a new face, but that is the part of the beauty of it, I guess. You could say. It's a new face, but never a new city.
Definitely seems to check out.
Mm-hmm. Now I suppose you've kept me sword for somewhere safe, right?
Yes.
That's good. It'll be nice to finally see it. After all, it's a prized family item, and well, none of my kinsmen have ever seen it, save for its sole creator, my great grandfather.
Yeah, we just looked into some buddy.
Now Roland is here. And he's just like, alright, so hope you guys haven't been causing too much trouble in that time of me being gone.
Well,
No, we haven't. We just caused a state of emergency to happen in Brosnov. It's nothing big.
Well, I don't,
Basically, a state of emergency.
I wouldn't suppose that would be directly your doing. After all, even with all the crazy things going on, the city was already kind of going to the dogs, as it were.
Or like the iceberg.
I suppose so. But, I mean, Mordred, you're from around here. You've seen how this city gets. Even at its bad times, it doesn't get this chaotic.
I agree.
We are still directly involved with everything that's happening, though.
Yep, so I've come to understand. I think that's our little shadowy friend that's been causing most of that trouble, though. After all, it seems like every little piece you've knocked over was placed there by someone.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Well, hopefully we can put an end to this. In any case,
Me.
oh, we gotta go find him. We're gonna find him, and we're gonna destroy him. And with that, that's gonna be mostly concluding there. Is there anything you wish to speak with anyone on the ship? Anaya, Roland, Eris, the crew?
I think Morden wanted to do something with Levine?
We can retro that.
It's gonna be none.
Drunk
Yes,
Morden.
because I did promise something to particularly Shen, so.
Boy, I don't remember which one what it might have been. So.
I should also mention during that party when Eris was basically partying up, she was pretty much like literally dancing on the side railing of the entire ship. She puts on a fucking show.
Good for her.
Good for her.
She shows that swashbuckling.
Ugh.
But yeah, did you want to do that side thing now or later?
Up to you guys. After this, I'm gonna wrap it here, though.
Alright, it's just something small, so.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much, just. I wouldn't even know how Mortar would do it, just because, he's fucking drunk, but there was a piece of paper that he did keep, and at some point, Lamine would find it, just like, Mortar probably, like, had it on him and just, like, dropped it. But yeah, at some point, give it to Lamine. Well, yeah. Since it's crumpled, can't really see the front, but the back of it almost seems completely red.
Red?
Red. Like, you know when you, like, do, like, you know when you have, like, a marker and then you have the actual paint or picture in the front, but it bleeds into the back? Like, the back of the paper is almost completely red.
But I can't see anything on the front?
You can if you uncrumple it.
Oh,
Will
I
let
see.
me
It's
do that?
crumpled. Yes, I will.
Yeah.
I will flatten it out. I will find some barrel and just
Yeah.
flatten it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Obviously it's only like a couple of hours work maybe, but this is the TLDR of it. There you go, Shen. You finally can see it.
God.
At last.
At last.
The heck am I looking at?
That's up for you to figure out. Aha.
Ho ho.
Oh.
Well.
Oh.
Alrighty.
Oh.
If that's everything, does anyone else have anything, guys?
I'm good. Gucci even.
Lamine? Yasha?
What's Eris gonna? I just want to know what Eris and you are gonna do now. Now that the dream.
Wait, what?
I would like to know what Eris and her crew are going to do now that they're, well, they're not famous yet since the word hasn't spread, but now that they're big shots.
I'll be doing the same old, same old. Going
So
back.
possibly letting things kind of maybe take it quiet for the
Yep.
little bit. Than that.
She got your money, so.
Yeah.
She's probably gonna lay low, supply up, patch the ship, pay the crew, go down to her favorite place down by the docks, and have herself a drink. Maybe go see with
All in a day's
what her old pals are up to out there. Which is what she kind of mentions in her drunken stupor of just like, I'm gonna have to go see my old pals out here. Though when she sobers up, she doesn't quite have the same friendly demeanor about that idea.
Sober Eris has much better decision making. But nah, I'm good.
Very well. Well, we're gonna end session here then. I am tired and out of it, and I have delivered as promised. We got out of the prison.
Prison!
Yep. Yep. And with that, we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start up a raid. Thank you so much, guys, for checking in on the stream, and if you're watching the VOD afterwards, thanks for checking out the video in this fun series. Hopefully in the next 10 sessions, or before session 50, that's the plan, the party will finally be done with Brosnov, at least this arc, and we'll finally be able to move on. But that's one major block out of the way.
Part
Yes.
2.
Since you guys concluded, not typically gonna do this, but I'm gonna give you guys a level for it, since this was a major point. So y'all level up. Rrrr. I know they're far and few in between right now, but you guys leveled up for this one. I think the next level up is gonna be
In like 40 sessions from now.
yeah, like 40 sessions from now. No, it's next one's probably unless you do enough like big stuff around like I know that if you guys might go and do stuff with Lady Yuki. Like if you did that and like one other thing, I think that'll get you another level. And then defeating Harold, that's gonna be another level. And any relics you happen to pick up, those are gonna be a level. Harold. Yeah, that's kind of more or less the plan.
Yeah, because we did want to do Lady Yuki.
Yep, help out Lady Yuki. Oh well, I guess doing her thing will get you a level because she's, if you get the relic from her.
Yeah, which we're trying.
Yep. She got one, so.
We do, but okay.
Yep. All right, let's start this raid. Session is over.
Hooray!
Needs. They moved it from 5 to 10 seconds. Dang. Okay, we raid. All right, guys. ET's done.
Alright. I'm also partly curious to know what Lamine might do with that. If she even knows what to do.